Hello everyone, it's your favorite Christmas controller. Just a quick message. I'm really sorry that this video took so long to make. I'm having a lot of complications right now, IRL, just moving around my stuff and like getting to a new place and whatnot. So yeah, I hope this video comes out. I hope you guys had a nice Christmas. Let me know in the comments what you got or what you give, you know what I mean? And yeah, this is gonna be, hopefully this video will be out a few days after Christmas, and then we're probably not going to see each other till next year because I won't have access to my computer for like the next week or two. So yeah, it's a little bit complicated. I might talk about what happened and everything more on my streams sometime, but yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I apologize for the delay in videos at the end of the year, and yeah, next year though, we're going strong, okay? We're going big next year. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the content, and I'll let you guys get right into this video. Roll the intro. Hello everyone, it's your favorite metagame engineer. I'm the control guy, and I'm back with another video for you guys. Not much to say, just been rapid fire recording a bunch of videos. Today's video is brought to you by Bedram, or BD Loves Cake, one of my Patreon supporters. Really appreciate you. If you want to support me, all you need to do is like and subscribe, you know. But if you do have extra money lying around and you want to support me on Patreon, link is down below. Anyway, we're in our Discord. Join the Discord, by the way, also real quick. And Betram sent me two lists that he wants me to try. One of them was Mono Red Prison, which I would be missing like 15 wildcards for, so I couldn't do that. And the other was a blue-white list. And you already know I can't say no to a good old blue-white list. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be playing BD Loves Cake's list. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Honestly, let's just get right into it because this list is actually quite spicy, so let's go. Also, quick interjection. Specifically, this is a message to you, Kakadu. I really appreciate you for supporting me. But what I did want to get from you is, if you don't mind, could you join my Discord real quick so we can talk about how you would like to receive your uncut videos? Because you are supporting me, I owe you uncut videos. They're obviously on Patreon, but you support me on YouTube. So I just wanted to know what you would prefer. Would you prefer I just upload them as members only? Even though I don't really like that, but whatever. If you ask me to do so, I will do so. Or would you rather I upload them unlisted and then send you the links, or make members only posts with the links? Just let me know so I can get you those uncut videos because you deserve it. You're supporting me. So, hey, let's back to the video. All right, so this is the original list that he sent me. Now the thing is, first of all, I own every card in this list, which is pretty cool. But apart from Laydown of the Void in the sideboard, I don't know how I don't have any Laydown of the Voids. I genuinely have no clue how. I somehow have no copies of Laydown of the Void. I guess it goes to show that I rarely ever play best of 3. But yeah, so this list is alright, I've played it. So the main focus here is that we are an Azure, well, actually we're mostly mono blue, so only splashing white for removal and for Lurrus. We are a blue Lurrus deck. We're playing Hydroponics Architect, and we want to fetch strip mine. That's literally basically the name of the game. We are using free counter magic to protect our stuff, and then we just late game we Wan Shi Tong. We have Treasure Cruise for card advantage in this deck, which is pretty cool, and we have some snap cards to free fire our removal and our card draw spells, and obviously we rely on Tamiyo to really take over the game. That's pretty much the deck. Quite simple, honestly. I would say this is like, this hedges between control and tempo. And as we will see, I'm going to make 2 changes to this deck just because of, I playtested it. Oh, actually, no, sorry, it's 3 changes. I playtested the deck and it was good, but it was like, there's some changes I needed to make. So let's quickly just go to my version of this deck. Because first of all, I'm going to play it in best of 1 as well. So anyway, I'll see you guys now. Alright, so this is my version of the deck. Spot the difference. Well, first of all, no sideboard because it's best of 1. Second of all, one change I made is I actually added the first copy of Wrath of the Skies. That deck really struggled against Boros. As long as they were going wide and not tall, you would just lose because you had you'd have to find your 4 copies of Swords and 2 copies of Prismatic Ending. I also switched the endings out for Static Prison. in the grand scheme of things, in a 2-color deck, Prison is going to answer whatever you wanted to answer with Ending anyway. Prison's obviously only temporary, but while we're in Lurrus deck, we can also recast the Prison from the graveyard, which is pretty cool. You can kind of like lock certain decks out of the game by just constantly, in your upkeep, you just let the Prison go, and then you play it again from your graveyard with Lurrus. So you keep getting energy for your Wrath of the Skies, and you keep locking out that permanent. So pretty cool. And then the only other change I made was I removed 1 Hallowed Fountain in the mana base and added 1 more basic island, because I just realized that we have a lot of fetch lands because obviously we're a hydroponics deck, and I wanted to be able to painlessly fetch a blue source if my basic island was already in play. Just because the format right now is there's a lot of burn, and obviously when we don't have life gain in this deck, apart from maybe Lurrus attacking, you will die to burn very easily. So yeah, that's pretty much the only changes I made. We're gonna run this deck. And yeah, honestly, pretty solid deck. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of plays a little different from just traditional control. You do kind of have to like pace your answers. You can't like sometimes you'll have to just go all in to answer something, and sometimes you have to intentionally let them keep it because you don't want to waste your answer for something bigger. But I guess that's just kind of a control play pattern anyway. So let's get straight into this deck. It's pretty sweet. Obviously, if you get lucky and you have your hydroponics in your opening hand and you attack and you fetch a strip mine, the game kind of just ends at that point. So yeah, that's kind of the interaction we're going for here. We're not like too all in on the land destruction. We don't have any ways to like intentionally trigger Wan Shi Tong. Wan Shi Tong is really just a punish your fetch lands and late game just big win con. I do like the treasure cruisers, especially in these 8 cantrip decks. I do like the treasure cruisers. And obviously we have a lot of fetch lands and strip mines, so we're fueling our graveyard pretty well. So yeah, Treasure Cruise is an interesting draw engine. I don't usually run it in control because usually either dig through time is better because the selection is better, or you just have better engines in your deck in the first place, like the One Ring, for example. But in this deck, I do kind of like the Treasure Cruise. So let's run this deck and let's see how it goes. Okay. New Eternal. Alright, we have... Our hand is not horrible. Opponent goes first, we have the Force. I hate this Plains that's in our opening hand here. This is going to make everything really awkward, but I think we still keep it because it's better than going to 6 cards. My opponent is already mulliganed. Let's see what they're going to do. Mulligan to 5. Playing Covering Courtyard. So what are they, some kind of lands deck? Oh, Tamiyo? Okay. Just gonna fetch a blue-white sword and play Tamiyo. Are they playing lands or are they playing Tibalt's Trickery? Also, why is my game lagging? Stomping Grounds. I feel like they're playing Tibalt's Trickery. But we have the Force of Negation and the Flare of Denial, so we're fine. Gonna just flip Tamiyo here. Oh, we get a Hydroponics as well. That's amazing. That is amazing. We are like giga ahead here. I don't know what they're playing, but they mulligan and we have flip Tamiyo and a Hydroponics and 2 free counter spells. I guess I'll just fetch a Hallowed Fountain. It doesn't really matter. Well, we'll see what they're playing here. Yep, Violent Outburst, I thought so. So against Violent Outburst, you just let this resolve, then they target their Violent Outburst, and then you Force of Negation, the Tibalt's Trickery, and that exiles it, so their whole game plan just falls apart, and then they lose. GG. This deck is not bad. It's technically not bad because it's a turn 3 win the game. What they do is they put Emrakul the Aeon Sword into play. This deck used to be a funny gambling deck where you just have a bunch of massive spells that can potentially win the game, but now it's just all lands, 4 Violent Outbursts, Emrakul, and Tibalt's Trickery. So it's like I saw one player who actually put the Dark Depths Thespian Stage combo into the deck as well, which is cool, a cool innovation because it's a lands-based strategy, so you can play it in like a deck that can't have any spells. But this is, interestingly, honestly, this is kind of almost the opposite of Oops All Spells. It's like Oops All Lands, almost. Obviously, you have like 5, 6 non-land cards, but yeah. Force of Negation just hard counters this deck because you exile the Trickery and then boom, their whole game plan just falls apart. They're not getting to 15 mana before they die. So yeah, GG's. Okay, opponent goes first. We have Force, pitch Tamiyo, Hydroponics with fetch lands. Let's keep this one. Gonna lead on Hydro, I think. You pretty much always want to lead on Hydro unless you like know you can Tamiyo Storm on turn 2. Other than that, you just backup Force, sure. Force first, blue card. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna force put Tamiyo if they have a removal spell here, but they're gonna do it in my upkeep. Oh, they didn't. Never mind. Let's move to combat. Well, that resolved. Cool. What do they have? Mana Drain. Let's fetch. Mana draining my Tamiyo. Okay. Sure. Backup Tamiyo? What about the second one? Show and tell? Force pitch Snapcaster. What the hell? I can't say I was expecting show and tell. Black sources. Let's roll some blue cards, please. Strip mine, that's good. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna hope that this clue draws a blue card. The odds are super low. So we only have 4 swords in the deck. The odds of us not drawing a blue card here. Actually, hold on. Is it smart to just hold up hard cost Force of Negation? But I could flip Tamiyo here. What are the odds they can just go again, right? Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna strip mine them, and I'm gonna draw a card. I want to flip Tamiyo. I'm confident we can draw a blue card. Okay, we did. There we go. I was gonna our deck is mostly blue cards, so yeah, I was gonna say no way we draw another non-blue card. I want to strip mine them there just to make sure. Demonic Tutor, that's fine. Demonic Tutor is fine. That's probably just gonna go get another show and tell. Depending on what I draw, I'll either pop Tamiyo. Okay. I'm gonna ponder into a fetch land. Attack with Hydra. I'm gonna fetch. Meticulous Archive. Put the Surveil over the draw. Draw a blue card. Plus Tamiyo. I have 6 cards in hand. I'm gonna do this. Great. 2 pretty bad cards, I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna discard a Source of Plowshares. We have 1 layer of protection on. Impulse, that's fine. It seems like they're kind of struggling to find a mana source here for the show and tell, which this is what I mean. Well, I guess you guys wouldn't know, but the idea is this deck, we're not super aggressive, but at the same time, we do kind of squeeze our opponent. They just haven't been able, we strip mine them once, and that just prevented them from finding mana sources. And now, maybe, hopefully, this will find another strip mine. Nope, Otawara. Do I fetch Otawara here? Yeah, sure. Draw the card. Oh, we found a strip mine. Unlucky. So they will get... I think I'm going to ponder here, trying to find a mana drain or something. Just going to shuffle that one. Another ponder. I guess I'll ponder again, trying to find a Flare of Denial. But not a Force. But I only have 1 blue card in my hand. this is a little awkward, I'm not gonna lie. I guess taking the forest beats Thoughtseas. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play around Thoughtseas here. And then next time we all Tamiyo, and that should be enough. In theory. Resolve. Tamiyo show and tell. I've never damn. Can't say I've seen this. Actually, are they even playing? Yeah, they are. Okay, well. Force pitching, Lórien Revealed. And that's countered. Thank God they don't play Spell Pierce. And it goes back to my turn, and I draw half my deck. Draw half my library. Now we just have to. Now we literally just have to win the game, but they've seen enough. They're not winning through this. Yeah. In the end, we just we'll probably end up just attacking them down with Hydros or Snapcasters and Wan Shi Tongs. Now have the Static Prison in case a show and tell somehow sneaks through. We have all the free counter spells we never want. So yeah, it's kind of like a low to the ground strategy. We'll just it's like we're kind of it's so weird to put it. We're not tempo because we're not actually killing you fast enough to be tempo, but we're also not really control because the only real control thing we're doing is ulting Tamiyo. It's an interesting deck. It's definitely an interesting brew. Can't say I don't like it. I do definitely like it. It's interesting. Okay, we go first. We have Tamiyo into Wan. Bit awkward, but I think this is alright for going first. We're gonna lead on. Do we lead on Otawara here? They're mulliganing. That's not what you want to see. Okay, only one mulligan. We're gonna lead on Otawara big time. By the way, Otawara in Timeless, by the way. I'm not a big fan of Otawara in Timeless. I love Otawara. It's one of my favorite lands of all time. But in Timeless, I'm not a huge fan of Otawara. Also, Hydro. Do I let them Hydro? I think I do because they need a fetch anyway. You're gonna main phase the Wan Shi Tong. This way they can't counter it unless they're playing like a subtlety and they want to go down 2 cards. Wan Shi Tong kind of turns off their hydroponics. Like it doesn't really, but like it kind of does because they have to fetch to make Wan Shi Tong to make hydroponics work. But whenever they fetch, I also draw a card. And now I can. Let's see. Let's attack, I guess. I'm gonna play a Static Prison. Who knows? Maybe they'll Force of Negation it. Like I'm so happy if they want to go down 2 cards here. Just to like commandeer. Interesting. Okay. Resolves. What do they exile? Double Flare of Denial. It's their portable hole now. That is fine. I'm gonna fetch here. Got another one of these. What are they gonna take? Tamiyo or Wan Shi Tong? They probably should try and take Wan Shi Tong. So in response to this, I'm gonna play another Wan Shi Tong and let him rule it. They force spike my Wan Shi Tong. Okay, they're going down to 1 card here, but they do get like a redraw with this. Okay, interesting. Okay. They did find another fetch, so they will be able to draw another card this. It's pretty good for them so far. Thankfully, they didn't find a strip mine here, but they do have 3 mana up, which is always scary. That means they can counter whatever they want. What they have here? Their own Tamiyo. Well, I drew Source Plowshares. What do I want to swords here? I think I want to swords the Tamiyo. I guess I can draw a card first. Land. Flip Tamiyo, swords. I think I should swords their Tamiyo. Do it in their upkeep maybe. Because the Hydroponics only works if they're drawing fetch lands. So, what are the odds that they have a fetch land here, right? I'm going to swords Tamiyo in the upkeep. Force Spike. You have to spike for my land drop, or no, you don't. Well, what a pay. Yeah, Force Spike isn't that good, bro. I genuinely think Force Spike isn't good. I don't know why we're playing it, but yeah, I think Spell Pierce is just better than Force Spike in Timeless. Obviously, Force Spike counters. They did actually find another fetch land, which is actually very good for them. I'm not gonna lie. I do get my Wan Shi Tong back here though, so yeah. What the fuck is that? Conjure a random card. Of course they have swords, but they don't have the mana to cast it, or is it? Mana of any type can be cast. Oh my god. That's crazy. Well, let's do this. And then this would cost me 3 mana to Treasure Cruise. They would have to flare up the Nile of the Treasure Cruise. It just draws a random card, are you kidding me? Some of them are really good, some of them are really bad. that's kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is just kind of annoying. Classic alchemy cards. Do I X my whole graveyard here? Pay 3? I think I do. Shush opponent, I'm trying to think. I think I do. Didn't draw a land. I did draw a land. It's a strip mine though. Drew a land on the right one. Okay, well, the cool thing is I can strip mine their fetch land, so they can't actually do anything with it. Then I can play my own hydroponics. And I get my wand back now, so now they have to have a fetch land from hand. Okay. Well, they find a natty strip mine, but that's fine. I think we have all the creatures we would ever need in play. And I'm double blocking this Hydra. Am I double? Yeah, of course I'm double blocking the Hydra. It has 0 power. Courtesy of Tamiyo. Well, conjure a random card, bro. It's Swords of Plowshares. Lightning Ball, okay. This card is really annoying. I'm gonna have to find a way to deal with this thing. This thing is really annoying. Surgical my Hydras out of the deck. Sure. If that's what you want. I think there's definitely a better card to hit. You could surgical my strip mines out of the deck instead, but sure. Swords. That's plus Tamiyo. Yeah, they know. Like, I'm just gonna draw half my deck here. They know I have mana drain in hand, so their next spell isn't resolving. So I'm just gonna draw half my deck. They're kind of doing what we are doing, but they're not as good at it. Commandeer, man. I don't think Commandeer is good. I mean, I bet they are probably playing Force of Negation, but going down 2 cards in hand just to get a Static Prison was really not worth it, in my opinion. Yeah, this card is very interesting. Torment of the Infinite? That's very interesting, in my opinion. Very interesting card. Like, it's a very annoying card to deal with. Because they just get, like, it's just Howling Mine. They just draw a decent card every turn. Obviously, you can have some stinkers like Light of Hope, but Ponder is good. Force Spike is meh. Dark Ritual, the rest is good. Lightning Bolt is good. This one's alright, not great. These are alright. If you have creatures, Fog is good. Maybe Tome of the Infinite is actually a decent card, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of just clunky, right? That's probably better win conditions in just as Magic cards, right? I don't know. But yeah, we won. GG. They're just kind of like stumbling here. The Wan Shi Tong kind of like really made it awkward for them because their whole game plan relies on fetching and they just can't fetch. So yeah, GG. Alright, we go first. We have Plunder, Mana Drain, Force of Negation. They're mulliganing. Only one mulligan, so might not be a combo deck. I'm gonna shuffle this Plunder. This is not what we're looking for. We're looking for exactly that. Hydroponics. Oh, they're just okay. Well, GG. They're just playing. They're literally just playing the Tibalt Trickery deck, so it doesn't matter. GG. We've won because we have this in hand. Attack. Do apologize if this is kind of lame, but that's just what this deck is. They just play Tibalt Trickery, and then you just send them an emote to bury. I can do this all day, and then they exile their deck, and then that happens. And they don't even play around Force of Negation by doing this on your turn, so they just freaking die. Exiled, and now your deck doesn't do anything anymore. GG. Yeah, a lot of Tibalt Trickery players going around. Violent Outburst is an instant. You can do this on my turn so that you can play around Force of Negation. I don't know why players aren't doing that. Obviously, they want the extra turn immediately with Emrakul, but Emrakul can't be targeted by spells that have a color. Like, come on, man, just do it on my turn. Attack me with Emrakul, kill me, right? But people are just doing it on their turn. And they're playing Indestructible Lands so that they don't get got by Strip Mine. But it also just is a dead giveaway of what they're playing, so I could have just, like, plundered and, like, dug super deep for my forces, and then I just can't lose against them. It's just a bad economy to play Tibalt's Trickery with only one win condition with no blue lands at the moment. It's just bad. And also, even with blue lands, even with Mystic Sanctuary in your deck, Force of Negation exiles the Trickery, so you can never do it again. So yeah, it's just GG's. And we're back. Full post-game chat. So, didn't actually run into Boros today, so the Wrath of guys was kind of unnecessary, but trust me, you'll want one against Boros, especially in this list. First of all, again, BD Love Fake Veteran, I really appreciate you, and all my other supporters, I really appreciate you as well. All my viewers as well, by the way. I got a comment last video saying, look, I really enjoy your content, sorry I can't afford to support you. You are already supporting me. You're already supporting me by watching the videos, you're already supporting me by liking, subscribing, whatever. You don't need to pay me. Again, I'm not going to say no to money, but you don't need to pay me to support me. You're already supporting me by being here. I really appreciate you. You're the best. That being said, thank you so much for the deck submission, Veteran. Let's go over it, see what happens. So this deck, kind of like, so it's good and bad. It's like, it's not bad. It's but by no means bad. This is definitely a tier 1 playable deck. If you really get in tune with the deck and the decisions you have to make in this deck, you can definitely take this to Mythic if you wanted to. I would say, though, it has some clear weaknesses. We are, on one end, trying to be a control deck. We're trying to be a blue-white deck that just stalls and wins the game in the late game. On the other end, we're trying to be a tempo deck that has our Architect win condition, flips Tamiyo super fast, and strips our opponent out so they can't play the game. We are trying to do two really different things, so we kind of just meet in the middle, and we're kind of not doing either of them well enough. We're not high-end enough for a control deck. We're not playing any, like, Planeswalkers, super card advantage cards like the One Ring or Stock Up. We're not doing any of that. So if we force and flare a bunch of spells to protect our Hydroponics, we end up with no cards in hand, and then we don't draw the fetch land to trigger our Hydroponics, right? We are also not low to the ground enough. We're not playing super efficient threats like Ragavan or Dragon's Rage Chandler or Corey Steelcutter, so that we can kill our opponent after we've stripped them out until like turn 4. Like I had a game, which you can see, but I've played a game with this deck against a burn opponent that I managed to strip them down to 1 swamp, so they couldn't cast spells for 4 turns in a row, and I still lost the game because eventually they will just find land and just burn you to death, right? Like, you need something to like just make it so your opponent is dead before they find a land if you're going to play the tempo plan, and you need something to make sure that you just have infinite cards and life in the late game if you're playing a controlled plan, right? You need like your Solitudes, your Flages, your One Rings, your Big Teferis or whatever, your Small Teferis, your Narsets. You need something to like have snowballing value in a late game. Here, the only thing we're really doing is Wan Shi Tong. So late game, we mana drain a spell, and then we can Wan Shi Tong draw 3 cards, and then we can treasure cruise a couple times, maybe like once or twice a game to refill our hand. But after that, we kind of run out of gas because that's kind of all our top end really is. Like then we end up attacking them to death with Snapcasters and Hydroponics. Like that is just the clock is too slow. Like Flage kills you in 2 turns, right? This kills in like 6. I'm not gonna say the next number. I'm joking. Anyway, ignore what you just saw. That being said, the deck is good specifically when when everything lines up. You have a Tamiyo on turn. You have Hydroponics on turn 1. You attack them on turn 2. Play Tamiyo, fetch a land, draw a card, play Ponder, flip Tamiyo, have Force of Negation and Flare of Denial in hand. They try to do something. You Flare of Denial, sacrificing your Hydroponics. Then next turn, you mana drain, get 4 mana mana. You have Wan Shi Tong, make a 6/6. You attack them. You strip mine, keep strip mining them so that they can never build resources. Then this deck feels really good when the snowball is rolling. But we just kind of never get that initial snowball, and then by the time we're at the bottom of the hill, the snowball isn't big enough to just kill people. So you will lose to like super fast aggro, super fast combo, and you will lose to control decks that can just go over the top of you. So yeah, you kind of like the deck can be adjusted probably to like do that more, but then at that point, I would probably end up to make it a control deck. I'd end up cutting the Hydroponics and the strip mines. To make it an aggro deck, I would end up going way more in on like Ragavan and Corey Steelcutter. So like it's kind of hard. We're kind of between a rock and a hard place here. But the deck was fun though. I will say it was still fun. Definitely, you can still grind this deck if you think this is the deck you want to play. Play it. It's definitely good. You're never gonna have a bad deck with 4 Tamiyos in it. I'm sorry. That's just like yeah. Wan Shi Tong is a good card. We're playing Snapcasters and whatnot. Hydroponics Strip Mine is a good combo as well. I think personally I would have preferred 1 Mystic Sanctuary over 1 Otawara, because channeling Otawara in Timeless just doesn't happen. It really just doesn't happen. And even when you have both Tamiyo and Wan Shi Tong in play, so that Otawara costs 2 mana, it's probably still not worth it. It is genuinely probably still not worth the channel Otawara. It's way better to be able to fetch a Mystic Sanctuary that, because of Hydroponics, puts a card on top and draws that card. So yeah. That being said, deck was still pretty fun to play, so yeah, let's go open a pack and get out of here.
Alright, so for today's episode, we got the hands because we got a real pack, a real MH3 pack, dude. So we're gonna be opening this. Let's see. A real MH3 pack. You already know they're my favorite. Let's open a Tamiyo, let's open a Flage, let's not open... I don't even know what's in this that I wouldn't want to open, honestly. Physical cards, like, I'm down for anything. I have no idea where the rare and whatnot is in Magic. I think it's just at the back, so... We got... Inventor's Axe. What? What is this card? 1 mana, flash, equipment, pay energy? When it enters... Wait, this card actually could cook. Wait, when it enters, attach it to target creature? Wait, this actually could cook. This could... Like, you could make, like, a Jeskai energy deck with, like, Corey Steelcutter and, like, Jeskai energy prowess. That could actually cook so hard, no? Am I tripping or is this card low-key good? Anyway, who cares? Next card. Oh, let's not try not to reveal everything. So we got Tempest Harvester, another energy card, and it enters game 2. Pay 1, draw a card, discard a card. This one's unplayable. We got Dross Claw. I hope I'm in frame here. Yeah, Living Weapon. Gets +1/+1 when attacking a quick creature attacks. Each opponent loses 1 life. We got Gift of the Viper. +1 sound on each creature. Death touch counter on target creature. Untap it. No, not each creature. +1 counter, reach creature, and death touch creature. Unplayable. Nyxborn Unicorn. You can bestow it, and then mentor. It has mentor and enchanted creature gets +2/+2, and it's a 2/2. Okay, pretty unplayable. Faithful Watchdog. We got Vigilance. Sorry, I'm drifting over to the left here. Vigilance. When it enters with 3 counters. It's a 2 mana 3/3. Okay, not great, but not bad. Twisted Landscape. It's the Evolving Wilds for Jund, but you can also add a mana, which means it's not completely useless. And you can cycle it as well for Jund. Not bad. Signature Slam. I remember a lot of people got mad at this card art. They were like, oh, this is so not Magic. But yeah, permanent encounter on target creature you control, then each modified creature deals combat damage to target creature. Okay. Null Elemental Blast. I remember people were thinking this actually is a broken card. I see some play in sideboards with colorless decks though, so not horrible, but not as good as people thought it would be. Counter target monocolored spell, destroy target multicolored spell, multicolored permanent for 1 colorless mana. Etched Slith. Menace. When Etched Slith deals combat damage to a player, put a +1 counter on it. When you do, you may remove a counter from another permanent or opponent. Okay, weird one. Oh, Marionette Apprentice. This one actually sees some play in Modern and I guess kind of in Timeless. So yeah, this one's actually not too bad. Marionette Apprentice. Fabricate 1, so when it enters, you either create a 1/1 server or you give this a +1 counter. Whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. So if you can go infinite with like treasure tokens, you kill with this. If you can go infinite with creatures dying, you kill with this. So yeah, pretty good card, pretty good kill condition here. We got Barbarian Ring. I've seen enough of these. Literally just burn staple. We're getting to the interesting ones. Ooh, Eldrazi Linebreakers are rare. So this one's seeing a lot of play in Legacy right now in the Eldrazi aggro deck. I don't think I'm ever going to play this in real life. And then we got Evolution Witness for our foil card. I'm not gonna lie, this pack was ass. This pack was ass! But hey, thought I'd open an IRL pack here for you guys. This one was not worth the £10 it was cost to buy this though, I'm not gonna lie. But that's what packs are, man. Alright, thanks for watching, see you in the video.
Alright, so we got another Modern Horizons 3 pack. You already know the drill. Trying to get to 100% set completion in Modern Horizons 3. Let's go. Oh, it's a mythic. Not a wild card though. Alright, let's see what we got. Is it the first grist? Nope. Cosmic the Broken Reality. I don't know how many of these I have, but I definitely have at least one. Just getting more vault progress, getting more set completion. Anyway. That's pretty much it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, of course. I'm going to be trying to record and upload as much as I can. Again, I am in the middle of the process of moving, so I'm actually quite busy. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Thank you guys so much for supporting. Thank you, AJH, Bertram, and Kakadu5332. Really appreciate you guys supporting. Actually, before I even end this video, let me quickly check if there's anyone else that joined the supporters to make sure, just in case, so I don't forget to shout anyone out. Also, goddamn, we are already at 1,030 subs. We made 30 subs in like the time between getting 1,000 subs and now. That's crazy to me. You guys are amazing. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so no new members, but yeah, so I don't have to shout anyone new out. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'm Control Guy, and I bid you all farewell. Peace.